Okay, good morning everyone. Thank you for joining me today. Here we go. It's time for some yoga. I have my announcer voice on for some reason. I don't know what happened there. That was really strange. I guess I'm just in the mood for it. So, as always, here we go. Again, reminder, caveats, reading out the safety warnings, etc. Don't quit, don't hurt yourself. Right? I'm here, I'm demonstrating, I'm talking about it, I'm leading through a practice, but it's my practice that I'm sharing with you. You are practicing on your own. Right? So, this is one of the good things about a personal practice, whether it's guided or not, is that you learn for yourself where your limits are and how to take yourself to that limit, which is a big part of this. I know it's one of those strange things about yoga, and there's a lot of them, I fully admit. But this sort of, Nike just do it thing is still there. None of us want regrets, right? We all have them. We're all going to have them. We look back and we go, I could have done something better, stronger, more, less. We hurt ourselves, right? So you find what's correct for you. This is the main thing. Your effort all the way through is what counts. All right, we're going to start seated, and we're going to work on some breathing. So, actually, while you're working your way down, if you're sitting on the floor, hang on a minute. Step off the camera. I want to show you this. This is a meditation seat. So it's kind of rounded there. Sit bones. And a little squishy, not too much. So it allows you to sit quite comfortably upright, cross your legs perhaps or not, and just eases some of the pressure on the knees, on the ankles. Now, seems like cheating maybe, but is underneath the sit bones. That's the key. You're not way back on it, sitting up like you're sitting on a cushion necessarily. Now, you can do this with a towel folded. You can do this with like a couch cushion or something like that. Again, you want it not too much up underneath the legs. Right? So kind of up towards the front edge a little bit. So if you're going to do that, go for it. If not, something to think about next time. It's up to you. Right? Spend some money on one or not. Because there's all of these things. The choice is yours. How much you want to put into it. Let's close the eyes though and get to our breath. The flow of the breath. Now, this is the real guide into that full effort that does not hurt yourself. You really need to be aware of the breath. So the breathing practices are known as pranayama. That's a Sanskrit word, roughly means energy restraint or breath control. Again, these words sometimes don't translate very well directly. The control here, the restraint, is not so much about the breath itself. You in fact want the breath to move very freely, very fluidly. This is one of the reasons we're sitting so upright. So there's lots of space in the rib cage and the chest. We can tuck the chin a little bit. You don't need to do a lot. Your neck doesn't strain. The breath flows in and out through the nose. So it's not restrained. It's not held. It moves, but it's calm and it's aware. And so really, it's more about the awareness of it. Right? It helps focus the mind because we're bringing that engagement of our thoughts to the breathing. Again, don't quit, don't hurt yourself. It's not about how long the breath is, how deep it is. It is not forced. It is not held in or out. Let it move. Just like now, the asanas, the physical poses. Again, we go as hard as we can, as strong as we can, but without force. The breath is the same. Some days you're going to go further than others. Physically. Same thing mentally. Some days your hair gets in your eyes. Let your breath move again. Let that draw your awareness. Again, the control, the restraint. This is bringing your thoughts. You're channeling them deeper into your practice through and with the breath. The inhale is a strength. By its very nature, it brings oxygen in. This is energy for your brain, for your muscles. The exhales are releasing. Not to take energy away, not to distract you, let your mind get scattered, but to release the waste products, carbon dioxide physically, tension, tightness physically, on the muscles, distraction, worry from the mind. This is why, as we go calmer, as our awareness focuses, the muscles ease in their effort. The breath slows. The thoughts don't race as much. Keep this awareness now throughout your practice this morning, that you are working through and with the breath, which, as I've often pointed out, is a part of your thoughts and is a part of your body. You cannot take them away from each other. All right. Now we're going to take a moment. If you're already seated on the floor, you're in a chair, you're ready to go. Now I'm going to take my meditation cushion out of the way here as we start to do our warm-ups. So, you see that? Come down a little bit. I think it helps a little bit. All right, so we're going to sit nice and tall, and we're then going to arch backwards. Our first warm-up is a backwards arch. So we're going to put the fingertips by the hip joints, just kind of push that out of the way. Lean back on the hands. Shoulders nice and broad. And our inhale lifts our chest. So right off the bat here, again, the depth of the breath, how far you'll arch, none of that matters. You can't really go very far anyway. Your breath will be as deep as it can be right now. Everybody's a little different. Lung capacity is different. Every person. Let it flow now. Nice and calm. And with our next exhale, we push ourselves up a little bit. Nice and tall. Sitting up. Tuck your chin. Oh goodness, excuse me. All right, and now we're going to move a little bit more. We're going to start with a sideways arching here. We're going to go to the right first, just because that's the side I picked. So the right hand here, the left arm up. And now let that breath calm this effort as you exhale. So as you in, your awareness continues in alignment, making sure you've got your shoulders, your hips, your ears, your wrists all lined up. You haven't gone too far because the breath isn't getting tight. And the exhale slowly releases without pulling longer necessarily. The muscles in your left side. No ribs, no obliques. Where? Inhale up, very, very tall. left hand down, the right arm comes up, doing the same thing now. We exhale and up. Big reach up and up. Be calm here. Let yourself open. And we inhale up. There we go. Alrighty. Now, nice big twist here. Again, we're going to go to the right first, and then we're going to come back to the left. So we're going to take the back to the left hand towards the outside of the right knee. The right hand comes behind us. We're sitting up here. Now let's really bring the inhale into this alignment here. Go ahead, take a breath for 3. It's okay. Feeling that length, feeling that space. Maybe you've turned a little bit already. You're going to maintain all of that. Now your next exhale. Twist you strongly to the right. Breathe. And the inhale, we untwist. Let's do the other side. Again, so we got to find the space that you need to relax now. Let's find the space that you need to have strength. And again, the inhale brings the awareness to the space that needs the strength. And the exhale to the space that needs to release. And we maintain both to the best of our ability. Now, sometimes hear other yoga teachers using now breathe into your hips, which drives me nuts because there are no lungs in your hips. You cannot direct the breath to one specific location. Awareness can go there through the nerve endings. The oxygen goes through the entire body, through the blood vessels. This is amazing. And think about it. The science of it is infinitely more fascinating than any of the mystic nonsense. We're aware of it. That's the part that's incredible. We know this stuff. So cool. Inhale, untwist. Alright, I'm going to turn briefly. We're going to fold forward. It's our last warm-up movement. So we bring the hands in front, middle's nice strong, and we exhale. Go out normal. And breathe. Find the space that's yours. As always, again, your full effort. Calm what needs to calm. Let it relax. It may take a few breaths. It may not even happen at all this practice. It's hard sometimes. If you're dealing with an injury, or an illness, arthritis, it's tough to work through. A pinched nerve is tough to work through. Give yourself the grace, the time, the respect. Allow you a chance to let it open. Because that's the other hard part. Inhale out. Pause a moment. Sitting here. Hands wherever. This is is something we want to have happen. We want these muscles to be open, strong, supple, flexible. We're making an effort to have that happen. But this effort also has to be allowed. This is where it gets hard. Because there is a point where we have to stop pushing or we'll hurt ourselves. You have to allow the body the time, to allow your mind the time. You have to allow your feelings the time to settle and release. To build the strength as well. So that calm, relax. It's not weak. We're not just flopping down. We're holding strength. We're actively moving. This is a willful allowing. Again, it is not an easy thing. Baseball playoffs are on. There are plenty of guys sitting at home right now not earning playoff checks because they pulled a muscle. And pushed it too hard. Plenty of people sitting home who didn't make the effort at all. Never even got a chance to play. Not like me. There was no chance I was ever going to play pro ball. But hey, you understand what we're talking about. Alright, here we go. We're going to cross the ankles and roll forward now. 2 hands and knees. I'm going to come into an easy downward facing dog. I'm going to really take a little time with this morning. Now, as always, if you've got to go to your forearms, do so. We want to stack the shoulders above either the wrists or the elbows. Your knees are about hip width apart. And so are your toes. Now, as you step 1 foot back, let's find a plank here briefly. Step the other foot back. It does not matter which one you start with. Now, from here, push down to the base of your thumbs, but turn your shoulders out. Work your middle. Flex your knees. Little push, but as you exhale, take your hips back. And don't straighten your legs yet. Maybe you got your chest like I just did, maybe not. Shift your feet if you have to, but we're going to leave those knees bent. We're just going to take this length back. Really focus here, through and with the breath. That this moves backwards. The hips do. Long and steady. The weight is even between both hands and both feet. And the upper and lower body as balanced as you can have it. And it's okay if it's not perfect. It's hard to tell anyway. You don't have to measure it. Just do your best. As we inhale next, we're going to come down onto hands and knees. Now, don't move your feet around too much. Just uncurl your toes. Keep your knees about hip width. And we'll exhale back. Go ahead, walk your fingers back. We're going to come into a child's pose. We're kind of extending it here a little bit. We're going to come up on the fingertips. We're going to arch sideways. Get a little extra hip opening here. So with your left hip staying even and level with the right, so it doesn't roll up. Don't lean it forward. We're going to exhale and get a big curving arch out to the right. Now go where you can. Breathe again. Let it relax. Let it be strong where you need. Your abs got to work a little bit. Keep the back long. Chin's got to stay tucked. Shoulders got to stay open. There's room for your breath. Inhale back to the center. Let's do the other side. And exhale. Out we go. And breathe. And we inhale back. Very, very good. Let's inhale back up to hands and knees. All right, here we go. So again, we're going to step 1 foot back. Knees and toes about hip width apart. Get this plank going. Again, a big flex the knees. Push down through the base of the thumbs. Roll the shoulders, etc. Exhale back. All right, now shift your feet if you have to. Find your space. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to try to get some more openness in the back of the legs. But again, we're going to change the awareness here. Don't shove down with your heels here. So we're going to take a downward strength through the inner leg. Visualize, feel the inner ankle going towards the floor. Balance that work with a movement up the front of the shins. From the ankle, drawing the kneecap up a little bit. Don't let your legs go backwards. So the backs of the legs will lengthen. The heels might drop a little bit, but they'll at least feel like it. Again, if they don't get any closer to the floor, it's okay. And we breathe. Nice. All right, next exhale, just walk your feet in. Big flex the knees. Bend your knees quite a bit. Get your big toes parallel. Again, an easy Uttanasana fold, and again, we release. Again, we calm. Again, we open. Where does it need some extra strength? Take the awareness to that. Where does it need to open the back? Hips, thighs. Take the awareness there. Allow the breath time to do that. Exhale, extend your legs long. Inhale, roll yourself up. Nice and long. Feel your metal work. Become vertical here. Shoulders broad. Alright. Okie doke. Now, we're going to come from the head of the mat. Excuse me. I'm going to step our right foot nice and wide here. We're going to come into plain old fashioned Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So right foot back. So now this is strength for the thigh muscles, openness for the hip, and a focus for the mind, some core strength, some shoulder work. Above all else, and we're looking to release into the strength, calm the effort. Let's see what we can do. Ears, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, left toes. They line up. The only thing that's not lined up here is the right toe. They go forward just a little bit. Just enough. Feel the strength out here. Take your hands if you need. Reach those arms out. Nice calm work here. Tuck your chin, look left. Exhale. Flex that left knee. Center yourself. So the breath starts to speed up. Well, sure. If you're tight here, this is hard. Build some strength in it. You gotta work, you gotta weight on your thigh muscles. We don't. Gotta breathe. Gotta focus. And you'll find the space that's yours. If you've gone too far, again, the breath guides us. Your breath will get really tight. It'll be harder to breathe. It's not that you won't breathe necessarily, but you'll feel that tightness in your jaw, in the flow of the breath itself. And bend the knee a tiny little bit. Check the other alignments. Make sure your middle's working so your back isn't pinching. The arms are nice and extended so it's not real tight here. That effort steady. Breathing. Next inhale. Straighten that left leg. Alright. do not have to wipe your nose. I do. Okay, and we're going to do the other side. So you can either bring your right foot up, or like I'm going to do, turn the toes. And just take a moment, spin this around a little bit, and here we go. Warrior 2 over the right. And once you brush your right foot back up, step your left foot back. Again, find the space. Give yourself room. You got more than you know. I promise. You look right. Exhale. Sound effects are optional. Side's tighter, and you don't go as far. Right? I know. You're all like, duh. And it's a lot of it, but it's sometimes, even if we're very experienced with this stuff, we occasionally need to be reminded, duh. Oh yeah. And we're allowed. Even if normally you have the textbook picture perfect Virabhadrasana 2, some days it's not going to be there. It's part of what we learn, part of what we practice. Release of the little ego. As well as stiffness, tightness, stress, and worry. Inhale and straighten. Again, bring your left foot up, turn your toes. However it works for you, we're going to get the feet together. Again, sound effects optional. Now I want to come into a little back arching here. A little stronger one maybe than, not so much a little one here. So lots of work in the middle. Fingers interlace. Arms extend. Thumbs lift. And maybe you're done already. It's okay. If you can't take your thumbs off your high knee, it's alright. Inhale. Now your hips will move a little forward. Don't let your thighs roll out. Keep them working. Feel that work. Again, down the inner legs as you open where you can. And it's not necessarily the biggest back arch in the world. It's okay. And how far you turn, how far you arch, any of it is not the point. Exhale out. And release. So we're going to come into a mountain pose, the hands at the sides. Now, and we get ready to go into a balance. We're going to go into tree pose, Virkasana, and nothing fancy here. We are going to change the arms instead of just bringing them up above the head like so. We will interlace the fingers and look for a little extra shoulder opening. All right, now we're going to stand on the left foot first. Now, find your alignment in your mountain pose here. So you feel that weight even, your breath nice and calm. Bring our hands together if you haven't already. We're going to be very aware now of the center of ourselves. As we lift our right heel. And push down for a moment, a little extra. The inner line of the left leg is active. The ball of the foot, the heel, very strong. And then we're going to roll the right thigh out. So it's just the tips of the toes. There is no weight here. Not this, alright? It's still pushing. Tips of the toes, alright? Seen a lot of that lately. Some of y'all cheating. Exhale up. See if you use your hand if you need. You don't have to bring it very high. You don't even have to bring it high at all. Exhale the hands up over the crown of the head. Bounce around. Exhale and extend. Fingers interlace. Push. Strong. Breathe. And if anything's not working for you, you can back up. You can adjust. You're allowed. Where your breath is calm and full and your focus is strong Maybe it's just for one breath, and that's okay. You'll build, I promise. Exhale the hands down. They meet. The hands, that is. Inhale. Right foot down. Nice. Alright, back to Tadasana. Back to your breath. Whatever pace it is, it's changed course. Let it flow. Don't hold it. Don't force it. The strength of the body will build. The breath will calm by itself. Allow it to happen. Put a little bit extra effort into it. It might happen a bit quicker. But it's conscious. That's the main thing more than anything. Like here, now we're going to bring our awareness to how we stand on one foot, hands together. We lift the left heel. And as that weight shifts, bring it back down. Oh my gosh, there it is. You feel it? Just the tips of the toes. Oh wait. You're balanced already. You can stop. You're done. Hot dang. Exhale out. If you want. Don't worry about where your foot lands. The strength goes that way. Into the foot. No hips. Stay level. Your strength. Boom. Exhale up. If you're ready. Extend fingers. Push. What? And you don't have to do any of it. Once you found your balance. It's all yours from there. And we'll exhale them down. Nicely done. Oh my gosh, that felt good. Well done. Left foot down. Good job, everybody. Okay, we're going to work our way back down to the floor. Toe balance. Here we go. So flex your knees a bit and exhale. Once you get your fingertips down there, bending the knees as much as you require, we lift those heels and put that work down through the ball of the foot, right behind the big toe. So as you sit down, your knees stay in. All right. Goodness, there it goes again. You're done here. You need to sit down, sit down. Can you balance up? Go for it. Again, it's yours. Hands wherever. It's all right. I promise. So open the arch. Flex the knee. This is what we're working on. Awareness of the weight, the balance itself. Breathe. And we shift our weight back over. A little lean again. Sound effects are optional. Sit down. Wow. Oh, goodness. And the legs go out. Alrighty. Seated twist. Mauritiusana twist. Nothing fancy. Goodness. Bring our right foot up. Pull it in. Wrap it around. Up we sit. And the left arm comes down. The right hand comes behind. And we exhale. And turn. And breathe. Inhale and untwist. And that right leg goes out. Now I'm going to turn, and you don't have to. I just do not like to put my back to people while I'm teaching. Here we go. Left foot up. In Mauritiusana twist. Up we sit. Right arm around. Left hand behind. Exhale and turn. Again. Back to the flow of your breath. The awareness. Where you need the strength. Where you need to open. Might be the same place. Awareness is there. It's part of it. Can't not be. Your nerves are there. Your brain is there. Your breath is there. I know I was making comments about it. You can't breathe into your hips. You can't. Not really. But you do. The oxygen goes there. The blood flow goes there. Again, give yourself the grace to allow yourself to relax into your strength, to calmly build the strength at the same time. The peace is yours, just like the breath. And this is another example of pranayama, the awareness of the breath. Again, not necessarily control, not necessarily strength, but the focus on it and how it moves. There it is. You'll feel it. Not this one today. It's okay. Inhaling onto it. It's going to happen. I promise. Definitely. Nicely done. Okay, now we sit nice and tall. We're going to roll our thighs open. We're going to bring our feet up. We're going to come into Baddha Konasana. Now we're going to take a little time with this one. Right? Just so you're aware. Going both in and out. So as we pull the heels in as close as we comfortably can, the thighs are turning open. Excuse me. Both sides. If you can get your hands underneath the little toes, groovy. If not, leave them at the ankles. Sit up tall. Next exhale, extend your thighs. Okay, so the awareness of the movement, and this is also pranayama. Flow of your breath, movement of your body, energy of it, directed outward, not down, over the floor. Now maintain that. Yeah. As our next exhale, keeping the breath open by flexing the elbows, keeping the shoulders down as the chest stays open. We come up and over our feet. Yes, we get closer to the floor. You do not ever have to put your forehead on the floor. Breathe. And we inhale up. Keep those legs working. Come back. Stay with this. Stay with this. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. There it is. Right. Nicely done. Now we inhale, letting the knees come up. We let the legs extend a little bit. All right, now once they're up like this, then we're just going to cross the ankles. Now we're going to go do another back arching here. We're going to come into a half scorpion pose. So we roll forward. Just for a moment. Down onto the forearms we come. Hips above the knees. Wrists and elbows lining up with the shoulders. Knees and the hips, the ankles the same. Work your middle. Inhale. Upper body goes forward. It's a slight arch. It's small to start. Small to start. And then the next inhale brings the left knee up. Where you can go. If you touch your toes to the back of the head, that's cool. You don't have to. Keep your upper body working, even as you exhale your left knee down. And our next exhale, just drop your head, round your spine up a little bit.
Then we come back to our starting point to the other side. Inhale. So we get shoulders and hips fairly low again. They're probably a little bit lower than each other. It's okay. Inhale again. The next one. Get that little arch starting. Strong middle. Right knee bent, 90 degree. Inhale up. 3. And exhale. Keep your upper body working, bringing your right knee down. Next exhale after that. Round the spine up. Okay, inhale back to our starting point. Okay, now we're going to cross the ankles. Use your hands, roll back up. That was it. Now we lie back. Now we lie down. All right. All the way back and down. Okay. So, now, as I have been making a big deal about for weeks now, I know, in this work through the upper body, not pushing down. Now, this is not because I'm worried about anybody pinching a nerve or damaging their back, but because of the bringing this awareness to the movement itself. Again, this is pranayama. The word prana translates directly to vital force, moving action. There it is. Controlled, directed, not really restrained, but again, focused. Here it is. Not just your breathing. The entirety of the practice. Pranayama. Bang. I think it's amazing. Yeah. For my lips, my prayer. Alright, let's bring those knees and ankles together. We're just going to exhale and pull our knees in quite deep here. If you can get your hands to your shins, great. If not, no worries. I'm going to back at that. Distance from kneecap to nipple. I mean, even say it out loud. Good grief, right? Does not matter. All right. Now we're going to leave the right hand nice and active, keeping that strength going. I want you to exhale and extend your left leg as absolutely long as you can, and then pull your left toes down. Really get some length here. Like you're going to push the foot to the ceiling. The heel goes way up now. Feel it. What this is doing is just giving us a little extra strength. It's going to turn it in by nature. Give us length. Now relax your foot while keeping the rest of that going. Don't you feel that strength now? I hope you do. Take your left arm out. Now a little extra core strength here. As we exhale next, we're just going to take that left heel all the way down to the floor. Keep it working. Don't let your back swing up. Strong here. Exhale up. Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up. It's just a leg lift there, right? Inhale to bend your left knee. Bring your left hand up and exhale. Now, maybe the right knee is a little bit higher or a little bit lower than the left. After that work, it's okay. Try to balance them out as best as you can, because of course we're going to do the other side. The left hand nice and firm. You do not have to hit yourself. All right, take your right hand out of the way. Exhale, extend that leg. Again, once you've got it long, flex. Actively flex. And again, relax the foot once you've established that lean. And then exhale. that leg roll. Strong middle. Let your back sway. Exhale, bring it back up. And just a little leg lift. And inhale, bend the knee. Right hand up. Exhale. Squeeze. Breathe. And the inhale brings the feet down. The arms go out. Alright. Left knee over the right. Turn the thigh in. Work your middle. Flex your toes. Easy twist. Of course. Exhale. Oh, where you can. Let your breath. Ooh. Back just cracked. That felt good. It even happens to yoga teachers, right? We get stiff, we get tight. This is human. It's the nature of our existence. Entropy is there. Variety of life, what we've eaten, what we've drunk, what we haven't eaten, what we haven't drunk. What we did, what we didn't do. All of these things are there for everyone. And go where you can. Do your best now. This is the amazing part. Inhale, let's untwist. Not this part. The amazing part of the practice of yoga is that no matter how far, uncross your legs, no matter how long, straighten yourself out, the benefit is there of the practice. The stress release, the calm of the breath, the emotional state. Flex your toes, exhale, roll left. Whether you turn so far or you barely move at all, if that's your limit, oh my goodness, look at you. Breathe. And feel that calm build. Feel that openness build. Again, if you're dealing with injuries, tightness, illness, arthritis, what have you, scar tissue from an old surgery, it might take a long time. An opening will occur and you'll move basically into a new tight spot. You start all over. Again, this is life. But now we know how to deal with it. Now we know we can. Make it a little easier the next time. A little stronger. A little calmer. And here you are. Inhale and untwist. We uncross our legs. Alright, again, we're going to straighten things out. And again, we exhale and pull the knees up and in. Hands on the shins. Back that's again, just a big squeeze in here. That's all. Let your thighs and hips relax. Now we're going to bring the hands, if they're not already, to the backs of the thighs. Now go ahead and kind of let the knees raise up, pulling your arms on just with the weight of the legs. You don't have to pull anything out, but we're going to exhale and just let the legs extend as long as they can. Now don't worry if they're not real extended. Get them as long as you can. You don't have to pull down here. We're not trying to bring the legs way over us. Just lengthen them out. Relax your feet. Now what we're going to do next, we're going to slowly work our way into a reclined Baddha Konasana here. So bring your hands around I'm going to use them. Even if you normally are like super open, I want you to go ahead and put your hands on your thighs and begin to turn the thighs. Now the knees got to flex a little bit as you begin to bring your feet together. Keep bending the knees a little bit. And reach up then with your hands as close to your ankles as you can. Keeping your feet together. Now don't worry about how far out the knees are going. I'm just going to exhale here. And we put a little pressure down. Starting to drop the knees a little bit towards the floor. There's just a bit of a hip opening here. Now don't let yourself round up. You want to keep your back nice and long to the floor here. Lots of strength in the middle. If you can, you reach your hands up now. Again, you don't have to. Again, if you can get a hold of your underneath feet, go for it. If you're still with the ankles, you're fine. All right? Calm breath now. And exhale, begin to extend your inner legs. Now again, you might flex your elbows a little bit more. Okay, don't crank down. This is not so much a downward motion. The movement is out. Again, pranayama. Awareness of the movement itself. You flex the elbows a little bit more, maybe, to keep this pressure even so we can have this opening building. Heck yeah. Inhale. Now, if you let your elbows flex, go ahead, allow them to extend, keeping the feet together for the moment. Maybe the knees bend a little bit more again. Release the feet and let them come to the floor now. And take the backs of the hands to the floor. The palms face up. Don't worry about how close do they get. Your choice now, whether you let your legs extend or not. Leave the knees bent if that's better for you. Change a little bit the space between the heels as you require. Close your eyes. And let that breath flow. Let that breath be calm. Let that breath change as it has to. It's okay if it does. It's going to. Right? I mean, this is, again, a natural process. It's a human thing. We lie down on the floor or on anything. Close our eyes. Our breath is going to slow down a little bit. Our body's going to start to relax. We might even fall asleep. Now, try not to. Stay focused on it. Again, the energy, restrained, directed, channeled, focused. You are aware of your body relaxing. You are aware of the flow of your feelings. Again, your emotional state, part of your breath. Keep it calm. Whatever you're feeling, it's okay if there's frustration, there's anger, there's fear, there's worry. These things are natural. Don't let them overwhelm us. And this is also pranayama. Emotions need to be felt. We know. We've known for decades. It is not good to suppress the emotions. It is not healthy. It's not healthy to let them run wild either. Strength of the body should not be too tight. It shouldn't be weak either. Just so it's not tight. Mind focused, but not obsessed. Able to be aware, but not scattered. Buddha refers to the middle path. This is not Buddhism. Not really. But it is in a way the middle path between extremes.
Is that duality? Maybe. Might not be the deepest philosophy in the world. It's okay. It's a lot of philosophy. And your response, your awareness to yourself as a part of everything. There it is. Be at ease with yourself a little bit more. Nice and calm. Nice and aware. Take a moment now, before we begin to reactivate our physical form, take your awareness back to your breath. And you don't have to change it. A little extra awareness for a moment. Just feel it flow, the calm, smooth strength of it. It's not forced. It's there for you. It has been. An awareness of it. Do the same for your thoughts. And the same for your body now. As you flex your fingers. Calm, smooth, focused. Do the same thing with your toes. Allowing the wrists and the ankles to move a bit. And then up to the elbows and the knees. Back and forth. Nice and calm. And your inhale reaches the arms up. The legs go long. Right arm stays by your ear, your left knee bends. We're going to exhale and roll over onto our right side. Go ahead from there, press yourself up. Nice and tall, easy, comfortable seated position, whatever you need. You want to grab your towel, your pillow, go for it. We're going to bring the hands together though and smile real big. You were amazing today. That felt awesome. Thank you all. Namaste. Alrighty, thank you all so much. Oh, that was great. Good job. Let me scooch up here and read off the usual end of video caveat. So the video is going to stay up. You are welcome to come back and practice again whenever you're feeling. Alright? So just find the event page again and you're good to go. It's always there. Also always there, Venmo link, CashApp link, PayPal link, and whatever you think is fair to donate. It is very much appreciated. Certainly always put it to good use. And also, as always, again, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to either leave me a comment on this particular video or you're welcome to message me directly. I will be happy to answer. Alrighty, so I'm back at it next week on the 12th. Same yoga time, same yoga channel, different yoga show, 9:30 a.m. though, Chicago time. Again, quick reminder, everybody, no practice, online practice on the 19th because it's Tweed Ride. and I gotta get my hair ready for that, and I'm really looking forward. So I hope you indulge me for that, and then we'll be back the following week there right before Halloween. So everybody have a great rest of your day. We'll see you soon. Bye.